Hello, my loves, and welcome back to another reading. We are feeling the bees today. I am going to do both the Beltane and the Samhain decks from the Seasons of the Witch series, but I have been really called to my bee tarot in the last little while. So we're going to get our... Oh, hello. Okay, ancestors. Just peeking out of the corner, peeking behind the tree. And we can see that there's another ancestor right here, and we can assume that there's another ancestor, behind this tree as well, watching over who it is that lays here, rooted in the earth, rooted in human life, in life period. I'll be real, I don't think there's just only humans in the entire universe. That would be absolutely insane. The universe is so vast. I'm being called to say this because... Oh, okay. This is a cosmic message. This is... for those of you who are connected to ancestors who have not had just human lives. I'm even seeing the halo, the aura around her head there behind the tree, as though, also pulling in that cosmic sort of like space traveler glass ball around the head, like an astronaut. Okay, let's see what the Beltane deck. Pegasus. We had this before, and this was also tapping in. So I believe I pulled this card last week, and it was also tapping into that like Walpurgisnacht, Beltane night, which is, in Irish pagan beliefs. I was going to say folk beliefs, which is true, but pagan beliefs, spanning back thousands of years. This night is a night that is very similar to Samhain, okay? To Samhain, where not only are the fairies riding, but it is also ancestors moving through. The spirits of those who have passed. So there's a very, very, very strong, good grief. And we're also seeing, very strong ancestor tie here, and tie to those who might not have had lives here on Earth, but also may have had lives as humans, but also as other people in the universe, okay? Especially the Fae. Like the Fae often make me think of these people from another realm, which means that it is, you can kind of think of it as a multiverse. There's so much there's so much of me wanting to explain things here, explain like the way that I see things here. I think there's a grounding in, because this is very like spirit made manifest here on Earth, right? Oh my goodness. Oh. Excuse me. The breath of life. Spirit is all that we are. We are these vast spirit beings, beyond space and time, that decide to come here and live within space and time, to live within the life and death cycle, to be bound by that, right? But there is an incredible connection right now, a portal I'm hearing, a chance to lift the veil and see beyond. And not only just like our ancestors or spirits in general, gods, goddesses, but also to our highest self, to connect into our highest self. And I'm hearing with this that although this is a very spirity sort of energy, it is connecting to our highest, oh my goodness, our highest selves through breath, okay? But really being embodied in your human body, of really allowing yourself expression through your human body, of moving the way that you feel called to. And this can be just taking a moment aside to be on your own and just go. I'm hearing screaming out in a car, make noises that people would like look at you strangely for, because they're just not noises that we're supposed to make, to be polite. And I do understand to a certain degree, there's some things that people could say or people could make noise about, like literally make noise about, that would alarm people and alert them to thinking that maybe you're in trouble or something like that. So if you just need to get it out, do try to find a space where you can just give a good scream. Okay, give a good cry of joy if that's what is moving through you right now, but also get very fucking grounded in this. Feet firmly planted on the ground, barefoot if possible. Get your hands on the ground, feel the earth, touch yourself, touch your body. Feel your spirit here in this body, the way that your spirit can feel everything through this complex system of nerves sending signals right to your brain. What a fascinating message so far. Hello, if you haven't met me before, I'm Mia Arsenault, and I am a singer, but I also do these readings here. You can find me, if you're interested in my music, with the Mia Arsenault name. It's also connected to the YouTube channel. But also, if you are interested in a reading, especially about this energy, because this is this is just I don't want to say yummy. It's just grounded. There's no other word for it. This is so grounded and beautiful. Please go to my website, miaarsenault.ca, and there I have readings, and we can really dig into this energy specifically for you. Oh, I just realized I have one of my cards over there. Okay, I retrieved the card. I had it out because I do a weekly reading for myself. I am being called to say that with this embodiment thing, I just had a, what do you want to call it? Like a class. It was a new moon meetup last night with Izzy over at Astremia, an 8th house Mercury. She does readings, but she also does natal chart readings and astrology stuff. She's just wonderful. Anyway, she had a new moon gathering last night, and we were sitting there being guided by her and listening to this playlist that she curated for this session. And we were to sit there and allow ourselves to move and feel in our bodies. And it was so wonderful. I felt so grounded after a week that had been, last week was crazy for me. I just so much past ways of being and beliefs and ways of thinking that I need to behave, but even ways that I react and don't even sort of think about just came up. It was wild. It was like every other day I was processing these old ways of being so that I could purge them out. In order to bring in what I have been calling in. And I know that I'm saying this because I know that you likely have been experiencing the same sorts of things recently, or you are about to, okay? All right, let's get into it. Oh, what does the person listening to this message need to know right now, Spirit? Princess of Wands. Okay, I just want to get some more cards before I dive in. I want to make sure what I'm getting is correct. Four of Swords and the lovers, or in the B Tarot, it's called the honeymoon, because of course, what I am hearing right now, what I am seeing through these cards, oh, what a lovely message, and one that's definitely for me too, okay? Okay. So we have this ancestor spirit here, this connection to our highest spirit selves, okay? In order to be able to make manifest the, spirit-led, your highest spirit-led, choice for why you came to live this life, okay? Your purpose, your calling, your vocation, okay? The thing that makes your heart sing with such joy, but such deep knowing within the self. In order to be able to go from the princess to the queen, what is needed here, okay, is rest, is continued rest. I'm hearing that you have likely been in a period of rest for a while. Me too, my love. Me too. And it feels like forever. And I know that there's so much inspiration. Look at these bees circling around her head, right? So much inspiration that is just within grasp, just circling your head, circling your mind at all times. Excuse me, confirmation burp. And I know that you want to get it out there. I know that you want to be able to take that and make it manifest in this world. However, first, we need to ground our swords, ground all that mental energy first, okay? We need to also allow our body, okay, our very embodied body, our very spirit embodied body, to rest right now. We have all been enduring so much my God, past decade at the very least, longer. It's just, the world is a lot right now. Okay. Our lives have been made to be too much just to survive right now. And so we need this time of rest before we can come into union with what it is that we came here to do, with our spirit selves. I mean, we are already in union with our spirit selves, but I'm seeing this as a complete embodiment, a complete seating in your throne, the throne that you came here, not that you're ruling over anybody else, but that you were ruling over the thing that you have come here to do. The power and beauty that you are meant to bless the world with is what I'm hearing, okay? And we're like, see how this couple is very within, the greenery at the base of this tree. Feeding that tree, first of all, but becoming very rooted in the earth. I know that this is, again, a hard time. It is a difficult time. It is so easy to get caught up in the ways that the powers that be here right now at this time force us to constantly be worried about everything else except for actually appreciating things even as they are, being grateful for things even as they are, really living in your body. They want us to have all of these, they want all of these sort of, I'm hearing like distractions, all of these things that are constantly circling around in our heads so that we can't do what it is that we came here to do. But it's time to get rooted so that we can build this tree together. I'm hearing this union here is the union of the spirit and the living human self here. I am hearing the union of masculine, feminine, non-binary energies here. Just all of the energies that live within us. This is union within ourselves, union with those our communities around us so that we can grow these trees that provide their own ecosystems, their own biomes, their own nutrients and life cycle. What's the word I'm looking for? Space to allow life cycles to happen. And I'm also seeing the bumps on the side of this tree right here as this ancestor here. This is very divinely led, I'm hearing, by our ancestors, by the gods and spirits, and our highest self and all of the selves that we have been, peoples from other places other than here in our solar system, you know. It's time for rest right now so that what can come in the future can come in with ease, with the beautiful joyfulness of coupling, right? Coupling when you're in love and when you both have such a desire for each other. What I desire desires me. I'm hearing from that. I don't know where that came from because that is not something that I often think about at all, but maybe it should be. Maybe it should be. What I desire desires me. What I magnetize also magnetizes me. We are pulling each other in to be entwined with each other, to make love with each other. And again, this can be people, but this is also our calling, right? I'm hearing our housing situations, spaces where we can feel free to express ourselves fully in this human life. I just want to get one more card here. It's the last message for this reading, Spirit. Six of Jars. Oh my goodness, how sweet, how sweet. Okay, so we have, this card is called the honeymoon. It is the lovers, right? The honeymoon, traditionally, you know, in some European places where they did collect honey and stuff like that, there were traditions in some places where for the month after a new couple got married, they, you know, the story is that they would be sent off to their cabin or this private place where they could just be with each other for the entire month with a month's worth, a moon's worth, right? From, I don't know, full moon to full moon, but like that 28 days of mead, honey wine, right? So that hopefully a baby would come out of this. Or if the couple didn't know each other very well, that they could at least find love with each other, sort of thing. Six of Jars. There is such a nostalgic thing, you know, the connection to ancestors here. Such a nostalgic thing, which is making this mead, this delicious, sweet honey wine that is ambrosia. It is the most delicious thing that will come of this whole situation, this whole, you know that there is something that you are here to do in this life, some sort of thing that you are here to create, that you are here to make manifest, that you are here to have your power and see it change the world, right? Going through that rest period, allowing yourself to finally just sort of recalibrate, reroute yourself in, and then waking up to this sweet, beautiful, you know, lover's energy, making love with, you know, yourself, finding union with yourself, finding union with your ancestors, your deities, and your highest spirit self, right? And then we get to have this beautiful union with our community, with our friends and family, our lovers. You know, there is history in the Six of Cups because there is that nostalgia. there is something so beautiful. I'm hearing, oh, the thing that you are going to bring into the world is that sense of belonging and community and love and helpfulness that you felt as a kid. Oh my goodness, that is so lovely. That is so lovely. Whether it be in school, and I gotta tell you, I miss school a lot for the way that the community was, like just being around people, being really in community. I don't live in a very large town, okay? But I never see sort of like anybody else other than my school friends, like the people I actually hung out with. I don't see anybody else that I went to school with. But creating community with each other, having that school-like vibe, of just like all these people just getting together. Yes, there's some tiffs here and there. That's just normal. But you sort it out. And whatever it is that you're doing now, whatever it is that you are on the path of doing once you have taken your rest and, fully recognize the alignment you are in, you're here to make just this wonderful energy. Like, look how happy these kids are here with that honey, that sweet, sweet drink. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this message. Again, if you would like to expand on this in a personal one-to-one reading, please go to my website. The link is below. Oh, but until the next time, I love you so much and see you then.